host, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Let me try before we start.
All right.
Livaditis.
There's a semicolon in there, yeah.
Okay. You gotta make sure you insert it.
Alec Livaditis.
To be honest, everyone asked me, Colin Lawson, what is... Maybe not Colin, it's Lawson. Lawson, what is the hardest part of hosting a college radio show? And I say remembering the guests' names and pronouncing them correctly. It's really tough.
I find it hard to remember my own name most times.
But yeah, you have a particularly challenging name. But enough about that. Let's get on with the show. Coming to you live from Athens, Georgia on WUOG 90.5 FM. It's Comedic Conversations with colorful characters. As always, I am your host, Lawson Chambers. Think of me as your party host. Come on in, have a seat, grab a beer, one of your own beers, because I'm not at your house right now. I'm on the radio. Anyway, I'm Lawson Chambers. Joining me, as always, is my co-host, Colin Ingram. This is a comedy show. Where each week we have on different comedians from around Athens, Atlanta. Though this week we're doing something a little bit special.
We ran out of funny people.
There's no more comedians left.
We hit them all.
So we just had to bring some unfunny people.
We filled up our Pokedex. We went to Professor Oak and we said, "What now?" And he said, "Just do whatever."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just walk around, I guess.
There's another 150 coming.
Yeah.
There's always that's kind of like my motto.
There's another 150 coming.
Hey man, there's always another 150 coming.
It's like, no, you apply that to like what, women or?
Well, you
date women in like sets of 150.
Yeah,
and you work right through that 150, and you just give up for a while.
I am killing it.
Today on the show, we're having a couple of people on that we've already had on the show for a while. The first person I'm having on wanted to be on the show, and Colin and I told him that if he performed a set of stand-up comedy, he could be on the show.
I thought you'd forget. I thought you would just blow it off.
No, man, I'm for real.
And he signed up for my open mic, empty cap open mic at Walker's every second and fourth Sunday of the month, which, by the way, has been going very well. We had people sitting on the floor because there were no seats left this past Sunday when Shauna Godkendy was headlining. People
walked into the room, saw how crowded it was, grimaced, and then made the sad decision that they couldn't stay.
People wanted to come to my show so bad that they were upset when it was too full. I appreciate that. If you came out to any of those shows, thank you very much. But that's not the point. I'm not here to promote my own open mic. I'm here to promote my show tonight, the Shark Wing Valentine's Day show, and the Fine Arts Theater at 8 o'clock. We members of Shark Wing have been on the show before. Tonight you have a very exciting show put on by the current Shark Wing members, which hopefully I can get them all right. Ellen Briggs, Molly Pease, Alex Cornell, Ben Davis, Douglas Durham, Dorothy Reeves, and am I missing anybody that you know
of? Mark McGuire.
Yeah, Mark McGuire's on there. Oh, and Pablo Sanchez. And what was the kid in the wheelchair's name? You remember? Kenny Kawaguchi?
I think that was right.
Oh.
Yeah, Johnny says yes.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, producer Johnny, for verifying. This is a very long intro, of course, all for the man himself, Alec Livaditis. Hey, Alec.
Hey.
How's it going?
It's good.
We also have...
Can we refer to you as a comedic wunderkind?
You can call me a comedic wizard.
All right.
Ooh, I like that. Like the KKK.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Now we have Nathan Kerce also on the show tonight. However, before we have him on the show, Colin, you're currently having a little beef with Mr. Oh, here he is.
Oh, the man himself, storming in like he owns the place, with this look on his face, like how dare we start without him.
Next guest is former music director here at WOG. Alec, of course, former local music director at WOG. And Nathan is joining us now.
Hello.
What up, Nathan?
You guys, how is post-college life going? I'm sure that you got straight up.
Yeah, it's
Tell
bad.
them about your walks.
I go on a lot of walks. I don't have a job. Alec has a job. He might have talked about that in the 5 minutes that I missed.
No, we didn't mention it.
Well, I don't have a job, so I just go on a lot of walks, just kind of stare at the sun most days.
Living the life.
You know,
Yeah.
you can do other things. Like you have hobbies you can do. You don't have to stare directly in the sun. I mean, if you want to do that, it's fine.
I enjoy it.
Looking for inspiration.
Yeah, looking for a job in the sky.
That's how most people find them.
Yeah,
Is walking.
That's how I found my job.
yeah.
Just
Looking
walked
up.
in. Well, Alec is now a record store clerk at Low Yo-Yo. You know, even we used to have a promotion with Low Yo-Yo. Remember that?
Vaguely.
It was Low Yo-Yo's to go for Yo Pro Bono.
Right. Yeah, that was.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You know, Colin's pretty forgetful, I noticed,
Yes.
because I saw he posted a status today. He was like, oh, check out Nathan and Alec's debut on Comedic Conversations.
Yeah, that's true.
And, you know, I've been on this show before.
You were on before the podcast was a thing.
Right.
Yeah, I was on Comedic Conversations
That doesn't
Prime.
happen.
Alpha.
Prime.
Before we were
in the time before time.
I like how I was about to say before we became experts, and I messed that up. So
Well,
Yeah,
proof
so
is in the pudding.
yeah, exactly.
I'm still showing up
Always
before you
ago.
guys are experts.
Let me know when you get everything.
Haven't made
together.
it yet.
Yeah.
Before we get any further in the show, Nathan, I gotta call you out
All right, go ahead.
because, well, actually, Colin, I think you're the one who should be calling Nathan out.
Yeah. Well, Nathan, I imagine you listened to last week's episode.
I heard a little bit about it,
Yeah,
but I didn't.
I publicly called you out for your actions.
Yes.
What'd you
Within
do, man?
the NWE.
Yeah, the NWE. This is another way I've been spending my time in post-college life.
Starting your own wrestling enterprise.
Now, if you guys don't remember from last week, Nathan is the owner, operator, face of his own wrestling promotion.
Yes.
Of which myself, Nathan, both of his roommates and our friends.
Now that would make you the Triple H of this group.
Essentially. Well, I'm more of I guess I'd say in the Triple H. I'm like the COO.
Yeah. Well, last week I called out Nathan because there was some nonsense, some shuffling of the championship belt that the rest of the crew we weren't too keen to, and it is continuing to this day. Some much more hostile in their feelings than others.
Get producer Johnny
But-
glaring through the window.
I wanted to give you time to
Seething with rage.
explain what went down and your side of the story.
Okay, well, I mean, I'll keep it simple for everybody listening.
Yeah.
We have a championship belt associated with the league, as most wrestling promotions do. And, you know, there are rules to how to obtain the belt. One of the rules is that you have to challenge for the belt each week. Like, you can't just hold on to the belt forever. You have to, you know, be able to defend it. A la Daniel Bryan of the WWE, who had his belt stripped, of course, as everyone listening knows, when he couldn't defend it after 3 months. So we've been shuffling around the belt. Recently, at the Royal Rumble, we put it on the line. We bet on who would win the Royal Rumble within the WWE, and whoever won that bet would obtain the championship belt
Of course.
of the NWE.
Colin won the belt.
Yes, Colin bet on Roman Reigns.
Yep.
Interesting choice.
The
And-
correct one.
Actually,
So,
it wasn't an interesting choice.
And Colin won the belt. And then I challenged Colin with a bet on who would win the Super Bowl.
Right.
He picked the Seahawks, and I picked the Patriots. And, of course, as everyone knows, I won that bet.
you always go for the big dog.
Right.
Is it fun to bet on the winner? You know, to
Well, you
just
see,
want everything to be exactly the same.
Well, see,
That's what Colin did to win the Royal Rumble. He bet on the one that, like,
But I was behind Roman Reigns even before he was the big dog.
Right.
So it wasn't like I hopped on the Roman Reigns train. I knew I knew that he had a significant chance to win. I did not know that it was going to be like the most boring way imaginable. But I won the belt.
Yes. Well, here's where the controversy comes in. I won the belt at the Super Bowl.
Right.
Fair and square.
He was there.
And immediately
Nathan told the Seahawks to throw that pass.
I started getting threats. We're gonna pin, because another way you can obtain the belt outside of bets and all that is you can straight up wrestle and pin the person, As I believe Connor found out the hard way when he tried to pin you, Colin.
The hardest way. He tried to pin me, and to which I didn't even know what he
Colin
was
threw
doing.
him to the ground.
I responded by screaming over and over again, "You try to pin me! You try to pin me!" And I picked him up and I smashed him into the ground, and I almost caused severe damage.
Yeah, he came home that night limping.
He did.
Yeah.
No, he meant damage to our electronics.
Our
That's what we
video
care
game
about.
consoles and televisions.
It was bad enough
Friends come and go, but you have to pay $400 for a PS4.
and you hit a packet of Chick-fil-A sauce, which made a big old mess.
Yeah.
That was a real tragedy. Anyway.
Near ruined Ellen's purse.
That's right.
Oh, Ellen, not her purse. Well, here's the thing.
She said it was fine. I knew it wasn't.
I started getting a lot. I heard about that incident. I got the belt back. I started getting all these threats that I was going to get pinned.
Yep.
I was going to get hurt, and I wanted to protect the belt and more so protect myself. So I did what I thought was right, and I immediately challenged a friend of mine who was not originally involved in the promotion.
Which some took umbrage with.
Yeah, my friend. My friend Tyler Elrod, who no one else involved with the promotion really even knows this guy, but he pinned me and he took the belt.
Hold on. He pinned you, or you let him pin you?
He pinned me.
He pinned you?
You don't have any proof otherwise. So.
I have shoddy video footage, ladies and gentlemen, of this happening.
Yeah, and it picks up when the pin begins, so you didn't see any build-up to it.
So two things happen in this video. One of two things. Nathan is an absolute, just terrible weakling of a man and just laid there like a wet noodle and got pinned. Or Nathan just allowed himself to be pinned. So either we have a weak man in the driver's seat of the NWE, or we have a conniving, manipulative, mad genius.
To be fair, though, whenever Nathan flexes, the muscle does go the other way.
Yes,
that's
True.
how weak he is.
Like a cartoon.
Yeah.
But I'd say a mix of both of those things is true. But so yeah, and so Tyler held the belt for a week. Well, really, I held on to it as his representative.
Right.
We came to an agreement on that.
Because Nathan posted a video immediately after of Tyler handing over belt responsibilities to Nathan.
Yes.
Another load of hooey, if you ask me.
So
And not meaning Load of Hooey, the book by Bob Odenkirk, which is actually very good.
Yes.
But you mean a Load of Hooey being bad?
Yes.
Okay.
So to catch everyone up to what's going on right now, Tyler did not challenge for the belt for a week, so he was stripped of the title, and now it's up for grabs. And due to some personal threats made by producer Johnny, I put it on the line that anyone who attacks and pins him and gets him to submit, tap out, so to speak, to a submission move, will immediately gain the belt. And so I'm just
Is that open to anyone?
It's open to anyone. I'm just here to protect myself.
Alec, are you
So-
behind that belt?
I got my on that.
So I'm going to put it out. We're gonna say it here officially over the airwaves. It is
Fine,
open
Tyler
season.
Elrod.
Whether you are a contracted member of the NWE or not, if you can make Johnny Williams submit to your will, he has to give you the NWE belt.
Yes,
is that what you're
but-
saying?
Johnny
Yeah.
or Tyler?
Johnny.
Johnny's current belt holder.
And if you hit Johnny with an RKO or any other sort of wrestling move before you make him
Right.
submit, you'll get bonus points.
Oh man, this is
All right,
fun.
and if you want to, I'm just going to throw this out. I don't mean any ill will to Johnny or any kind of harm.
I do.
But if you want to, break his spirit, you meat hook clothesline him.
Johnny loves Ryback, the wrestler, and that's Ryback's signature move. So if you hit Johnny with that, it'll really hurt him in more ways.
Are we basically putting a hit out on Johnny?
Yeah, we're over the air. We are inciting
I'm
violence.
kind of worried right now. I think this is going to be like in the news. Like it's gone too far.
Everyone.
Okay, if you don't know Johnny and you want to take the belt, make sure you introduce yourself to him before you do
Yeah,
this. Be like,
please.
"Hey, Johnny, I'm a real big fan of your work," and then just slam him onto concrete.
So that's basically what my life has been, putting everything into this fake wrestling promotion.
Well, you know what? You pretend to have the job you want.
Yeah, and that's why I'm here as the new host of Comedic Conversations. Thank
Whoa,
you guys
hang on.
for giving me this opportunity.
Honestly, I've been looking for an out. So.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm late for my first day on the job.
If you're going to be the host, I at least get here when the show has started.
Yeah, it's my fault.
I also just realized that both Alec and Colin are wearing the
Same sweatshirt, different
Yeah.
colors.
His is blue though.
Woo-Wog
Yeah, he's just
sweatshirts
white.
represent.
It's
Robin
like, you know,
Day,
like
yeah.
when you're a fighting game and you have the A and B costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then some people are lazy and they just throw a different color scheme on there.
If you press Y when you select Ryu on Street Fighter 2, his headband is this color right here.
Oh.
Baby blue.
Yep.
Baby.
Baby.
I actually did not know Johnny took the belt, which means
Johnny
Well, he
doesn't
doesn't.
take the
He
belt.
doesn't take the. He doesn't.
No.
He doesn't have the belt.
okay.
It's just he is the gateway to the belt.
It's just
Oh.
open season.
Confusing.
So this is you caused this. You have caused pain on Johnny.
Johnny brought this on himself. I told him he was sending threats to me, and I said, "Johnny, stop, or you're gonna regret it."
Did he like text you? He like texted you threats?
He texted
called
me.
you?
He sent me Facebook messages.
Has he showed up at your house yet?
I mean, not because of the threats, but he shows up at my house every once in a while.
Hang out
He could have been thinking
fun's sake.
bad thoughts.
But
the
negative
entire
vibes.
time. Yeah, because like you're the person with the belt at all times. You're just on edge.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wasn't. Because
That's true. You're the biggest person in this
well,
league.
when Connor pinned me, I had no idea what was coming, and he had the element of surprise. Connor I'm much bigger than him, but he's probably a little bit stronger than me, and I'm just too big. So take that, every girl who said no to me in middle school. I'm chubbed up for a reason. Oh, that sounded gross.
God,
Connor's been working out a lot, I noticed.
Yeah,
He's
I
doing a
know.
lot of pull-ups.
Yeah.
A lot of pull-up bar.
But it's
he wanted to challenge you to one-arm pull-ups.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Well, he's a big fan of one-arm pull-ups. He tried to do a pull-up with me on his back. Again, I don't think he knows how much I weigh.
I think Connor just has like a fundamental lack of knowledge when it comes to weight and how much people weigh.
I weigh 90 pounds, so tell
Yeah.
him he can do it with me on his bike.
Alec has avian bone syndrome, so you can throw him like a paper
Avian
airplane.
bone.
Yeah, he has
They're
the
hollow.
lightest bones. Yeah,
They're little hollow bones. You grab me, you throw me like a paper airplane.
Oh.
Yeah, and if he shapes his body right, it's like a boomerang.
Mm.
Here, you want to try it right now, Alec?
Yeah.
Okay, just go and make your body in the shape of a boomerang. And
Is this okay?
He-
I forgot. There's not enough
He hit the window like a sad
That
bird.
really hurt.
room. It hit a really loud noise.
Alec.
Well, Alec.
Is your nose broken?
I think.
I think it's bleeding. I don't know if it's...
Nah, it's not broken.
Well,
You're
go
good.
see if it's broken while we take our first break. This will be a track from the comedian Tommy Johnigan.
Hold on, Alec. I'm going to throw you to the bathroom.
Okay.
Please don't.
Ah, the door was closed.
Oh, you got to make sure it's open before you throw Alec like that.
Ah,
Oh boy.
This is just
I know
the
why the
same
cage
old
bird
exec
sings.
drama crap.
This is what most of our exec meetings went, us tossing Alec around the room.
Yes.
Like a paper airplane.
Or
Yeah, or what?
I was going to say like a beach ball.
Yeah, that too. Like at a concert. Anyway, Tommy Johnigan off a track off of his album Stand Up Comedy 3. This is a track called Mom, iTunes. More with Alec and Nathan when we get back.
Woo!
That was Tommy Johnigan with the track Mom, iTunes. You're listening to Comedic Conversations with Complicated Quandaries. I'm your host, Lawson Chambers. Joining me, as always, is co-host Colin Ingram and two of our personal friends and former executives here at the radio station, Alec Livaditis, Nathan Kerce. Using our
Alec was-
signature.
He was a cat for just a second.
Alec, how many bands do you think you've interviewed in this room?
30.
30?
And I mean,
Good guesstimate.
crazy bands. You got the Beatles. You've got
The Birds.
the Byrds. You've got Andrew Bird. You got the Star Wars Cantina Band.
That was a good
Stop me when
That was a
stop me
good
when I
one.
go too far. You got Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem.
That was super fun.
The Beats.
That's too far.
Is it the beats from Doug?
Yes.
Okay.
They need more allowance.
Killer Tofu.
They do need. Yeah, I remember that now.
Tell us, Alec. Tell us what it was like the first time you heard Killer Tofu.
I digged it.
You heard it here first.
He digged it.
I liked the bass a lot.
Yeah.
Alec, can I ask a follow-up question?
Sure.
All the bands you interviewed in here, how many of them were good? Actually good.
Like
2.
Yeah, that's right. Because, one thing I've noticed listening to Woo-Wog since I've
vacated.
left, yeah, it's really bad.
It's really not a fan
just
of
it's
it.
It's gone downhill so
There's
fast.
just no good music.
Yeah.
And I don't think
doing a good job.
I don't think there ever was.
You think it was just the illusion?
Yeah, I was in
it's just like a way for
Nathan,
us to,
for
like, pump
2
our
years,
egos up.
it was your job to make sure music was good.
right. And I think when you get in here, it's like, you get the high of working for a fake place, sort of, and then you
Fake place.
and then you leave, and you're like, oh man, this is
Nothing
whoa.
runs that way.
Woof. I'm just
Too
kidding. I
real.
love
You need to
Woo
stop.
Wog.
Thank you.
All I listen to on the radio is Woo Wog and V103.
The people
my,
station.
My two faves.
What
Sorry.
plays on VO13?
V103.
It's the
V103.
people station, Lawson.
It's Atlanta hip hop.
Oh, okay.
Greg Street in the afternoon.
Greg
one
Street.
One of my favorite DJ sets.
Shout out to Magic 107 for having Steve Harvey on a morning show.
Oh, did they do that?
Yeah.
I don't like him.
Yeah, one time Colin went on a huge tirade about Steve Harvey, but the entire time he was saying Steve Martin.
And I was wondering why everyone was looking at me like I was like,
They're
"What
just
are you
like-
talking about?" And I'm like, "He's the worst. He's a bigot. He's a misogynist." And then they're like, "You keep saying Steve Martin," and I'm like, "Oh no, I love Steve Martin. It's great. Steve Martin's wonderful."
and I wish he was the host of Family Feud.
Yeah. Oh man.
It'd be a lot better.
The Jerk's my favorite movie.
It would be.
He'd just walk over and be like, "The Thompsons look like a bunch of wild and crazy guys," and everyone would laugh.
Every episode.
Yeah, every single episode.
And then he would kill himself every episode.
He'd shoot arrows through his head.
Exactly. But it's really just like a little thing he puts on there. Now,
Not this time.
Before we go any further, Nathan, you actually mentioned that you brought somebody.
Yeah.
Today, who's like your coach or something.
Yeah, I had a special friend. I just recently joined the wrestling business, and it's all about connections.
It's probably not a lot of people don't have the job of being head of a wrestling enterprise.
Yeah. There's only so many people that you can call on, and I'm not calling Dixie Carter of TNA Wrestling because. I mean, she's just not, they just moved to the Discovery Channel or whatever, and that doesn't even make any sense. So
people can discover how unfun to watch TNA it is?
yeah, so I sent an email.
TNA stand for what I think it stands for?
Sure.
I think it doesn't actually. It's Total Nonstop Action,
Okay.
and they refuse to change the name.
Such a bad idea.
But so I sent an email to WWE.com, Vince at WWE.com, and lo and behold, Vince McMahon replied, and
No way.
we become close friends. And I brought him here to the studio
Oh,
today
what?
to
Vince McMahon.
talk to you guys. And here's what the weird thing. Vince, before I bring him in, Vince is really sensitive. He's a tireless worker, and he's like really crazy. He doesn't even like to sneeze because it shows weakness and stuff like that.
Right.
So I'm gonna ask you to not look him in the eyes too long. And
Okay.
I'm a little nervous.
don't.
So you just like kind of look at his forehead? Is that-
Yeah. Just
Okay.
look at the wrinkles in his forehead. And as part of my training, I can't be in the same room as him. I can't hear him talk.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So,
And every time I'm around him, I have to wear this black bag over my head, which I brought with me
No,
in my
we understand.
backpack. So
okay.
Should I put it on you?
yeah, if you want,
All right,
just
here you go.
go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna go into the producer's booth and stare into the corner. So I'm gonna
Alright,
bring in
sounds
Vince,
good.
and
Oh my god.
you guys
Have fun.
I'm
All right.
excited. I'm a
See
little
you guys.
nervous.
Now, Vince McMahon is a big
Guys.
deal, right?
Who's that guy?
I think he's
Vince McMahon?
Yeah.
The man himself.
he's like in
CEO
charge of wrestling,
the
right?
WWE.
I don't know anything about that.
Well, you're about to, because
Alec,
he is going to come in here like a thunderstorm.
Oh, come on in, Mr. McMahon.
boys,
Sir, it's a pleasure. It's a
I'm
pleasure to
down,
meet you.
Sir.
Colin Lawson.
You
Ooh, you know our names?
Yes, I listen to the show.
Whoa.
I don't know this gentleman here.
My name's Alec.
Oh,
Nice
hello
to meet
there,
you.
Alec. Nice to meet you. Go ahead and look the other way, please. You're looking straight in my eyes. Don't like that.
Now I'm looking at your forehead. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Nathan?
Oh,
All
that's
right,
great. I'm a little paranoid here because I'm in enemy territory.
Enemy territory.
Well,
was that?
Ted Turner.
Ted,
I mean, he's in Georgia.
Well, he lives in Atlanta, right? That's
yeah,
not where
well,
we are. I don't.
media mogul Ted Turner.
He
Head
could be
of
hanging out with his
Turner
buffaloes
Broadcasting.
in Montana.
He owned WCW wrestling back in the '90s, and
WCW stands for what?
World Championship Wrestling.
Okay.
It was a Georgia-based promotion, and I bought it.
Yeah, oh man,
Wow.
Folded it into the WWE. But,
you're the man. I mean, wrestling entertainment has
thank you.
it goes nowhere without you. It's an honor to be in your presence.
Yeah, but I'm more proud of my other accomplishments outside of wrestling.
Oh, really?
Really?
You want to talk about some of those?
Yeah, maybe you guys have heard of the XFL.
The XFL.
Yeah. Yes.
Are you familiar, Colin?
I lived in Birmingham, Alabama, which had an XFL team that everyone was excited about.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you, Mr. McMahon. I can't remember the name of the team.
Me neither. But
guess that's kind of the way.
For
it
those
went.
of you that don't know, the WWE had a football league in the late '90s, and we had our announcers, our wrestling announcers, calling the shots down there. And
Which ones?
Jim Ross, Jerry Lawler.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Lasted for about a year. We had skimpy cheerleaders.
Of course.
I can't believe you guys haven't heard of it.
The Birmingham Blast.
That was it.
Thunderbolts.
That was it. Oh, I mean, that was it.
Bolts. Excuse me. The Blast was a promotional thing.
Yeah. It's great. I can't believe you guys never saw a game.
I'm sorry.
That's my most proud creation.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it was supposed to be like a more violent version of the NFL. Like it was.
Well, I don't like to use that word.
I'm sorry.
violent.
More like
Let's say
action packed.
Extreme.
Extreme.
That's what the X was for.
Yeah,
Extreme
stand
Football
for
League.
extreme. Okay.
Oh man, what was extreme about the XFL?
Well, the game.
I heard the players got to use hockey sticks.
Yes.
to tackle
That is
each other.
absolutely not true. I think you're
Oh.
doing a bit. I know I'm on a comedy show here, but I don't really appreciate
establish
jokes
what the
about my
rules for
products.
the XFL actually are.
The roles?
The rules.
The rules.
Yeah.
Well, basically, the rules amounted to now in the NFL. There's all these rules about concussions and
Right,
you don't
right,
want to
protect
hit
the players.
You don't want to hit somebody too hard, and we didn't have any of that. We just let them get hurt.
Were there any pads, or they just wear like their wrestling outfits?
Oh, they wore pads, but oh, excuse you.
Thank you.
I really don't like when people cough.
You just take it as a sign of aggression.
Yeah, it's
Listen, don't blow this. All
I'm
right.
sorry. Okay, look. This is
Get it
me.
together.
This is me lowering myself. This is me raising my arms.
There you go.
Submitting to you, Mister.
There you go.
But yeah, that's enough about the XFL. I mean, I'm proud of it, but clearly you guys aren't up on your stuff about it. So
I'm sorry. I don't.
So-
I don't want to hurt your feelings, but no.
So you're telling me
I don't know anything about the NFL.
yeah, well, okay, clearly I heard about your bet.
What? Come on, Vince.
Well,
sorry,
I'm sorry,
Mr. McMahon. Excuse me.
Vince.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
now. So you like putting together the XFL. You say it's not about violence.
Right.
You say wrestling is about violence.
Well, we don't call it wrestling. We call it sports entertainment.
So it's a sport. It's a sport to you.
It's sports
Sports
entertainment.
entertainment.
So
That's what it is. It's nothing else beyond that.
okay. So but you can't go play wrestling.
What does that even mean?
What does that
Can
mean?
you go
It's
play
not-
wrestling?
it's not sports.
Mr. McMahon, I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm
He
ruining
doesn't know.
this.
He doesn't know anything about the WWE.
The only game I know is my son-in-law Paul. You might know him as Triple H.
Right.
The game.
The game.
Uh,
I never knew Paul was his name.
Yeah, Paul. That's him.
I wouldn't see him as a Paul. See him more as like a Randy.
Do you
As
love?
in Macho Man Randy Savage.
Hey,
Rest in peace.
do you love your son-in-law? Do you think he's doing a good job?
Well, I don't like to use the word love.
Sorry. I know emotions are.
But he's doing a great job. I'm proud of Paul. He's having a little trouble with Sting right now.
Hey, aren't we all?
Yeah, I know. And not Sting of the Police, though I'm not a fan of him either.
he
Oh, you
you
have beef
trouble?
with the police?
Well, I actually wrote Roxanne.
You wrote Roxanne.
Yes, I
It's
wrote
got two
Roxanne.
X's in it.
Where'd you get the idea for that song?
Well, I got it from a lovely lady named Roxanne that I used to be married to.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Roxanne McMahon.
yeah, that's
That's
it.
That is her name.
that was the actual original.
Was she a prostitute?
No,
It's not
oh my
Stephanie's
gosh.
mother. Or,
No, no.
Okay.
Stephanie's mother's Linda.
okay.
What do you think? Like, what do you think Triple H and your daughter do on a date?
On a date?
I don't
Yeah.
know if they still. Well, we have a rigorous schedule here, the WWE, so they probably don't really have time for dates.
But like, like it's their off day. They want to be romantic. What do you think they do?
I'd like to think that they hold each other tight and they pray that the injuries they've sustained in the ring don't grant them an early death.
Do you think you're going to die early because of your injuries?
Oh, I'm 70 years old.
Hey, man.
Really?
If you drop right now, I consider it early. You're not going to die.
Yeah. I mean, I plan to run the WWE until the day I die, and hopefully that's at least 40 more years.
I was going to say, if anyone's going to live to be over 110, it's Vince.
I might not get in the ring anymore, but
How many parts of your body are now replaced, like with robot parts or like fake ones?
well, I don't have the use of my legs anymore. Those are all plastic.
Okay.
Can't walk on the plastic; it's just there for looks. That's why I sort of, I move a little funny.
Right.
My walk in here.
Yeah, you came in here like you kind of it was like a gorilla.
Yeah.
Using your giant beefy arms.
Yeah,
to-
those are real. I
Okay.
kept the
giant
arms.
beefy arms. Yeah.
I had the option to switch them out, but I decided not to. I want to keep it natural. I mean, besides all the drugs I put in them, but
Of course.
they're not robot drugs or anything like that. Not nanobots. I don't like nanobots.
You don't like nanobots?
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Despite what the press thinks.
There's a lot of press. If you go on Squared Circle, everyone's like, Vince McMahon using nanobots to enhance himself. But it's good to hear that you're not doing that.
And speaking of the press, I want to address something that happened recently.
Go for it.
Yesterday, one of our wrestlers, Seth Rollins, had nude pictures leaked on the internet.
I heard about that.
No.
Yes, full dong shown.
Mr. Money in the Bank?
Yeah, that's
I guess the money was out of the bank.
Yeah, we
in,
know what
these
was in the
pictures.
we know what was in the briefcase.
Yeah.
Do you get any balls in there?
Hey.
You got it all.
10 out of 10. Or out of 10. What are we talking here?
Out of 10 out of 10 what?
How'd it look?
Well,
Please make your ranking in balls, though.
okay. Well, if I'm gonna keep it real. There's one shot. There's two shots. There's one that's just a downward, sort of a standard picture of his thing. Not a fan of that one. But the second picture I am a fan of. I'm going to give this one 10 out of 10 balls, as you said.
I'll say 2 out of 2. 2 out of 2 balls.
2 out of 2. It is a picture full on shows his face.
Oh,
In
no.
the it's his face, and his thing is like pointing up at it like, here's Seth Rollins.
It's introducing him.
Yeah.
Now, this might be going a little too far. But, what
What do you got?
now, is the...
Colin, just spit it out.
Does the carpet match the drapes? Does he dye a little strand?
You know, I was actually hoping that because Seth Rollins, half of his hair is bleach blonde and
Right.
the other is dark brown, and I was really hoping to see that going on downstairs,
Right.
but unfortunately,
You were
no. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, we all had that little dream inside.
yeah, I mean, I'm not afraid of to appreciate another man's body. I mean, I work in wrestling; it's all part of the game.
God bless you for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Who's your favorite wrestler in the game right now?
Roman Reigns, of course,
Well,
winner of the Royal
I don't
Rumble.
know why I asked.
Of course
Wait,
you would say that.
Now, I want to ask you about the Royal Rumble.
You wanted to, before we got into that, you said you wanted to address, talk about.
Oh, right. Yeah. I just
Right,
wanted to
Seth-
say, good job, Seth.
Yeah, because now I know you actually less from your wrestling experience and more of your very popular blog where you critique dong pics people have put.
Yeah.
Like based on composition and like lighting, stuff like that.
Yeah, Vince McDong. That's my. That's where you can find me on at Vince McDong.
.tumblr.com.
Yeah.
It's a quality site. Check it out.
That's why I was bringing it up so that people could visit me. Sorry, at Vince McDong.
You're here part to Coach Nathan, but also to kind of get your social media.
Yeah. I mean, people think I'm all about it's all about promotion in the wrestling business. So I'm doing it all at once. I'm promoting.
You want to get a hip audience? Go with the podcast.
Yeah, going on the podcast. I'm going to visit some other popular podcasts over this, some dong related podcasts actually.
Can you shoot us some names or are those?
There's Comedy Dong Dong.
That's a good one. Doug loves dongs.
Yeah, that's a great. Oh, I love that one.
the Paul F. Dong cast.
Yeah.
Yep. Then you got
Alec, why don't you shoot us one?
Dongity Central.
That's a great one.
See, this guy's a jokester.
This is why we bring him on. He brings the jokes.
Is this
man.
your comedian? I know you guys have comedians on.
Yeah,
Is this him?
Alex,
Technically.
Alex, one of the up and comers in the Athens game right now.
I like that. Okay, he's got a good look.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy you'd see like just to give you kind of a power level rating. He would Alex stand up could probably pin our truth.
Mr. McMahon, I have a question for you.
Yeah. Shoot.
I'm just wondering why you're wearing a shirt with your face on the
Well,
shirt.
I mean, as we were clarifying earlier, it's all about promotion here in the wrestling business.
I'm sorry, Mr. McMahon. Alec, come on, man. Act like you've been there before.
I want to say
Act
again.
like you've been there before.
I want to say again. Please stop looking me in the eyes.
Sorry. God.
I asked Nathan to make that very clear before I came in here.
Can we look at the eyes on your face on your shirt?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's okay.
All right.
Now, Alec, of course, he is making waves in the stand-up comedy world.
Hold on.
Mr.
When
McMahon.
I'm looking at your, I'm sorry to interrupt, but when I'm looking at your shirt, can you stop flexing your pecs? It makes the eyes shift, and
They follow me around the room. It's very unnerving.
Sorry, it's like a portrait, and his nipples are the eyes behind it.
It's all right. I'll stop flexing for you guys.
Thank you.
You can flex a little bit.
Now, what were you saying about the funny guy?
Do you want to take this guy and throw him into a ring and have someone beat the bloody pulp out of him?
No. I don't like anyone to get hurt in the ring.
Do you really, though?
Look, it's 2015. We're not working on the groundwork anymore that wrestling is real.
Whoa.
This is a TV show.
What just happened?
And this is an exclusive. I'm sorry, but
Can you tell us some of the writers for the next season?
of wrestling?
Yeah.
You got any of the Breaking Bad guys on there?
Oh yeah, we got Vince. We got Vince Gilligan. The other Vince, as I like to call him.
Vince's.
Yeah. We got Damon Lindelof.
For Lost?
Yeah.
You're gonna bring some sci-fi into
Yeah, we
the
wanted
wrestling?
to. We're introducing a time travel element around WrestleMania. Yeah, we're actually.
wrestlers characters.
Are you gonna go back and make sure the Royal Rumble never happened?
Well, we're taking all the way back to WrestleMania 1. Actually,
Okay.
We're sending Roman back.
to fight under like Hulk Hogan or something?
Yeah. He's gonna take out Hulk. He's gonna take out Andre the Giant.
In the same time?
Yeah.
So like whenever Hulk Hogan lifts Andre the Giant over his head,
And then we're gonna get Roman to lift them both up. And I'm really hoping that Damon takes us to where we want to with that storyline.
Great stuff.
Yeah, he has a good track record for bringing things to a fitting and satisfying conclusion.
He does. He really does.
So
Lost had a great ending.
yeah, we all love Lost.
All of us.
So like Lost, I assume that wrestling is actually everyone in purgatory, seeing who's going to get in the heaven.
Well, okay, clearly this guy did not pay much attention to Lost. If you think that's what happened.
Oh man.
Well,
What are you, my aunt?
Vince McMahon just lost theory you into the ground.
Yeah. He also flexed a little bit, and the wind pressure of it knocked me back a little bit. So.
I'm sorry. It's I can't control it sometimes. I'm looking out for Ted. I know he's like 100 years old, but
Is that him over there?
oh,
that wasn't him. That
Okay,
wasn't him.
I don't like these.
I don't think Ted
jokes.
Turner's been around here for a while.
Would you
so
say
I
it's
think
been a
you're
while?
good. No, not say that, Colin.
It's been at least a week.
Like the song.
At least a week.
Is that what you guys were?
No.
Yes, Vince.
It's whatever. Is there anything else you want to talk about, Vince? Before?
Well, I just wanted to encourage people to subscribe to the WWE Network. Only $9.99. We got WrestleMania 31 coming up.
Oh man. What about Fastlane?
Well, that's actually free on the WWE Network for the month of February.
Wow.
Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan.
Mr. McMahon, I have another question.
Hit it. Excuse me.
I just wanted to know a little bit about your upcoming promotion with Sonic.
Sonic the Hedgehog?
No, the fast food.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, since we have Fastlane coming up, actually specifically WWE Fastlane,
Right.
We hooked up with Sonic, the fast food company.
do you also have a
some
promotion with
sick hot
Sonic the
dogs.
Hedgehog?
Well, you're about to hear it. It's both,
Okay.
actually.
Oh,
it's
man.
together. We're going to be selling special WWE flavored hot dogs at Sonic.
Chili dogs?
What does it even taste like?
Well, there's several variations.
Okay.
We got they're mini hot dogs.
Little pups.
Yeah. Well, that's what they're called at Crystal. It's not.
Sorry.
We got
Sonic.
sponsorships that we can't do that.
No, I understand.
But yeah, we're gonna be doing that, and what we're doing is that we're delivering the food faster than you expect.
Oh wow.
So like before you even finish your order, we're getting them out there. We're giving you the food.
Right, because you
And-
got to go fast.
Yeah.
You want to get it wrong though sometimes.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's all about getting it as fast as possible. It's WWE Fastlane.
You're taking chances.
Exactly. That's the sound effect we're going for.
Yeah. When people think WWE, the first thing they think of
Cars.
Fast.
cars.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
As Sonic the Hedgehog would say.
Now, I'm gonna ask you something.
Yeah.
And if you can't tell me,
Okay.
just stay quiet, okay? Is Sonic the Hedgehog going to make an appearance at Fastlane?
maybe not at Fastlane, but no.
Okay.
Hold on. Don't rule out WrestleMania.
Oh gosh, you always do that. You toe that line, man, every time.
Now I don't want to. I don't want you to give away too much, but can you maybe give us a few more names of who might be at WrestleMania?
Well,
because you can't. If you're getting Sonic the Hedgehog, of course you got to get his rival. Am I right?
Luigi.
Yes,
Luigi. Okay, I'm tired of the jokes here. Stop. Here's some of the names at WrestleMania.
Alec, go ahead and turn around so Mr. McMahon doesn't get mad at you anymore.
Luigi. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
So Luigi is actually going to be there.
Yes.
So okay.
But he didn't know is what bothered me. He had no idea. The Rock.
The Rock. Okay.
Yeah.
Jacob from Lost.
Damon bringing him back.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah. Philip Seymour Hoffman's widow.
Glad she's going to be there. We were all asking for it.
She's got stuff to say, and we need to listen.
We're putting Philip in the Hall of Fame. Goldberg is making a return. The wrestler.
Right, okay, that's fine.
For you guys didn't react, so I guess you guys aren't familiar.
I mean,
with Goldberg.
I'm familiar with.
I've
Goldberg.
heard of the Goldbergs.
It's not as exciting as
With
like
Jeff
the-
Garland.
Well, here's the thing: the cast of the Goldbergs is going to be there as
okay.
well because Goldberg is joining the Goldbergs.
Oh, well, that's fun.
Now, can we hope for Stone Cold E.T.?
Stone Cold E.T. will be there. Drew Barrymore will be with him as well. Those are just some of the names. Roman Reigns, of course.
of course. How can he not? He's got a match. He's got a match with Brock.
Well, he's facing Daniel Bryan at Fastlane to see if he'll be in the WrestleMania match. But tune in to find out.
Well, you guys, I for one, am definitely going to jump on that WrestleMania because it sounds amazing. Thank you very much, Mr. McMahon.
Thank you so much.
problem.
It was
No
an honor
problem.
to speak to you, sir.
It's VinceMcMahon.tumblr.com.
Yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Well, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna get Nathan, get him back in here, and
Okay.
you boys have a good rest of the show. I'm really scared of Ted Turner, so if maybe one of you could walk me to my car.
I think you're good.
Yeah, you're fine.
You're a big, strong man, Vince.
Okay, well, thank you guys, and
We believe in you.
I'll see you at WrestleMania.
All right, see ya. Should we have told him that Ted Turner was in the news for going on a rampage across Athens?
No, we'll figure it out.
Okay, well,
Can I be honest with you?
yeah,
I want him to find him.
that would be some.
Could you imagine what that match would be like?
Oh God, Ted Turner versus Vince McMahon.
He would throw a buffalo at him,
He does have the power to summon buffalo,
right?
much like Aquaman.
Right?
Anyway, Nathan.
Nathan.
Oh, hey guys. Sorry. How'd it go? How'd the interview go?
It was nuts,
pretty fun.
man. Thank you so much for bringing him in.
Yeah, no
The
problem.
dude is insane.
Yeah.
Yo, did you hear? I don't know if Vince told you this. Roman Reigns is going to be at WrestleMania.
Ah, I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Luigi might show up.
Oh, I love Luigi.
Yeah, but like
It's not like you're Luigi anymore, though.
his spots are really bad.
I mean, don't give me any spoilers, but like, all right, just nod if maybe he gave a hint towards this.
okay.
Philip Seymour Hoffman's widow.
I'm not going to say anything.
Oh,
I'm going to
okay.
let it be a surprise.
All right.
Okay. Well, we're going to go one more break before we get back here with Alec and Nathan. This is a track by Ophira Eisenberg off the album Bangs. The track is called Wizard, and we'll have more with Alec and Nathan when we get back.
But you go, how much of a nerd are you dealing with? I'm constantly figuring that out myself. But I walked into our apartment, and he was on his laptop, and he saw me and just slammed down the lid. And I was like, whoa, what is that? And he's a smart guy, but I know he's not smart enough to clear his browser. So the next day, when he is not there, but the laptop is there, I'm like, I'm going to pull up your history and see what porn you're looking at, right? That is a smart idea. And I've got my finger on the touchpad. I'm about to do it. And then I just froze. Because I was like, do I want to know this? Right? Because I know he's not looking at pictures of girls that look like me. That would be nice. That would be like brand loyalty, you know? But that is not happening. I mean, he's not buying Jewy brunettes with upper thigh issues. Gone wild. He's not downloading the porn Bangs, which does exist. That is a real porn, by the way. It's just a bunch of girls trying to make their way through hair school. No. I'm its wife. He's looking at the opposite of me, right? He's looking at big, blonde, busty Christians who can't get enough. Because he knows I can get enough. But who can stop themselves from an answer that is one click away? Nobody has that discipline. Me neither. I brought up the last website he had viewed, and I just started reading. I was like, what is this? Because it was a website called Mugglecast. I knew you would know. I knew you would know. Yes, that is a website for Harry Potter enthusiasts where they can download a podcast about Harry Potter, the ins and outs of people talking about Harry Potter. You know how chilling that is to find? How terrifying that you're dealing with that level of nerd? I don't even know what to do with that information. I'm buying French lingerie to spice things up. Wrong. I need a big Hogwarts scarf and a robe and to learn the rules to Quidditch or something.
That was Ophira Eisenberg off of the album Bangs. You're listening to Comedic Conversations with Kurt Cobain. I'm your host, Lawson Chambers. Of course, joining me is co-host Colin Ingram. And guest this week, former members of the radio station here, and now college graduates.
Hey.
Alec Livaditis and Nathan Kerce. Now, before we go, I actually wanted to surprise you guys with this. There's a very special guest that wanted to come on to make an announcement.
Another guest. I like it.
I thought you were joking when you said this.
No, this is for real.
Oh my God.
He's right outside. I'm going to go grab him. And there's only 4 microphones, so I guess I'll just let him use mine.
You don't want to be here for this?
Ah, it's fine. I can wait.
Okay, that's fine.
Who is it?
You'll see.
Oh.
That was the sound that Yoshi makes when you go down one of those tubes. And
Oh.
Hello, gentlemen. How's it going?
Oh my God!
Oh, wow.
I know, really. We saw wrestling royalty. Now we've got Athens royalty here.
Oh yes. Well, you know, my REM is from Athens. So.
REM's Michael Stipe. It is a pleasure
welcome.
having you on
Oh
the
my
show.
gosh.
Hello, gentlemen. My name is Michael Stipe, and as you know, I'm the lead singer of the band REM, and as you also know, I'm the King of Athens.
Yes, my liege. It is. It's wonderful to have you grace us with your presence here.
Now, I will request, I know the great Vince McMahon isn't here, and he requested to not look in his eyes. I would prefer it if you guys were all constantly making eye contact.
Oh,
understood.
Sorry, I haven't been
because
looking directly at you.
It reminds me that I am loved by everybody.
Yeah. No,
my art. So.
All over.
And I'm just coming on the show to remind the good people of Athens that it is, in fact, tax season to pay your taxes because they all go to me, and I would like a 4th pool. So.
Oh, I was about to ask you, what are your plans with these taxes, other than a 4th pool? I mean, that's a smidgen.
Well, as King of Athens, I'm always constantly looking out to improve my city. I am, of course, including a museum to REM.
Okay.
I was walking down Broad today, and I saw a construction of an animatronic REM.
That's right.
Everyone was raccoons. I don't know.
Like a Chuck E. Cheese band?
Well, not
Yeah.
all raccoons. So I specifically requested to be put in is that I would be a grizzly bear because I love grizzly bears and I want to be the grizzly bear. Bill Berry cannot be a grizzly bear. He is a raccoon.
Despite his name.
No, I know it'll be fun, like Bill Berry, but I, Michael Stipe, am the bear of REM.
Now, is this animatronic band going to play a bunch of songs? Or?
Oh, they're going to play Murmur in full.
That's it?
Mm-hmm. Non-stop.
Well, I mean, these things have a limited memory.
No.
They can't.
Colin was your name, correct?
Yes.
Have you ever listened to Murmur all the way through?
Oh, yeah, numerous times.
All right, and you never get tired of it?
I don't get tired of it.
Exactly.
I gotta be honest.
Exactly.
You know,
it's perfect album, I wrote.
When you're good, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
My leash.
And again, yeah, I'm the bear in the animatronic. Bill Berry's the raccoon. Mike Mills is an otter, and
Perfect.
You know, right? It's totally an otter.
Nailed it.
And Peter Buck is, of course, a moose. You get it?
Because of the
buck. Right.
Wait, so Peter Buck gets the pun name?
Yes, he gets the pun name, but again, I am the bear in the animatronic group.
That's fine. You're welcome to that. That's all you.
So let's see. Our Museum of REM. We're establishing. We're building that animatronic band on
You
Broad
said you're putting in a 4th pool?
Yes.
When do you like to go swimming?
I'm giving a 4th pool on. Well, you know, I'm a bit partial to day swimming, but
yeah,
as you know, I'm a big fan of night swimming.
Yeah,
it deserves a quiet night. Anyway, yeah, so I'm putting in a 4th pool at my 5th house.
4th pool,
In
5th
my
house.
5th house, yes.
How many pools are there at your first house?
Let's see. Well, I just give you. I think I have 28 pools total.
Whoa.
Split across
Athens.
5 houses, or there's...
I think I believe. I lost track. I lost one of my houses. Actually, it was.
One less place to stand.
I guess it's true. You know what? Never mind.
We know how much you love it when people make references to your songs.
I know.
So we're just
It
gonna
reminds
try to
me
keep
that
it up.
everyone loves me, which I
Yeah.
do enjoy.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
But I have 37 houses across Athens.
37.
Yes.
28 pools.
And I live in one. I have actually across the United States. I have houses in Athens, Seattle, Chapel Hill, North Carolina,
Ooh.
Austin, Texas, Brooklyn, New York,
Hey.
and Silver Lake, California.
Wow.
And
Silver Lake.
that's right.
Now, can you confirm this rumor, or you can decline to talk about it? But I heard outside of Athens, about 10 miles out, they're going to build a casino called Stipe Land.
Well, it's a casino and family fun park. Let's be clear about that. It's fun for the whole family at Stipe Land. We have the hemp factory where you can go and design anything you want out of hemp.
Factory.
That's right. You know, like the foam factory. And
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
like that, but with hemp.
Oh, love it.
It'll be a lot of fun. Of course, it's a traditional casino. Again, only murmurs playing throughout the casino on loop forever. And then you can go over to the roller coaster, which the roller coaster basically is it's a representation of the career of REM, and so it just goes skyrockets and then it ends.
Whoa.
That's very touching. I'm sure your fans will really
wait,
appreciate it.
so does the roller coaster, if it never has a downslope, it
It's
doesn't sound like very
more of a
very fun.
cannon, actually. We're working on that part of it. You're supposed to land.
It
safely.
sounds like you just launch people into the air.
That's basically what we're doing, and we're not done mastering the aerodynamics of the situation, but we will get it soon. I believe.
Did you build the attractions yourself, or you hired someone to build those? Right?
Well,
You do have this entire kingdom at your disposal.
I do. I called upon some of the peons in Athens to go and resurrect Stipe Land, which of course includes a giant statue of me donning my signature Stipe stripe.
The Stipe stripe.
Yes, this blue stripe around my face.
Right.
They're bringing it back.
Oh, wow. I'm glad you wore it today.
I'm actually, you boys look out for a special decree tomorrow for me. You will all be required to have Stipe stripes on your face.
Oh, man, I can't
wow,
wait.
I can't wait.
I was going to do it on my own, but then I was like, nah, I'll look weird, but thank you.
Of course. Now, I'm actually, I must be going.
No, that's
You're
fine.
a busy man.
It's true. You see, I left my stove on.
Oh.
and
Which
I'm not
house?
Exactly. That's the problem.
Oh, no.
No.
I gotta go figure that out.
Well, Your Grace, it was wonderful to have you on.
Thank you. Please all bow.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm trying to keep eye contact
Yeah,
and
that was
bow at
hard.
the same time.
And you all did a very wonderful job. You were very nice boys. Please keep WEOG up and running.
Yeah, no, for you.
Exactly. It would not be here if not for me. I want that to be perfectly clear.
Alec, kiss the king's ring. Kiss his ring.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, Michael.
Bye.
I hate that guy, man.
You hate him?
Oh man, he's cool.
He's got...
Everyone's like, oh, I saw him at the grocery store. It's like, yeah, okay, so did everyone.
His agents
lives
are
here.
everywhere, man. I'd watch your tongue.
I'm back.
Hey, what's up, Lawson?
Oh, hey.
Thanks for that
Thanks.
opportunity, bringing him in.
It sucks you didn't get to meet him.
I got to meet him, but
Hey.
I'm more of a Morrissey fan.
Oh.
Ooh.
How do you feel about the Stipe stripe?
You know what? Stylistically, I'm not a fan of it.
Oh.
However, I'm a big fan of smelling paint fumes all day.
Well,
So.
I've got good news and I've got bad news.
I've been huffing paint fumes all day.
That's the good news.
That's why my nose has been
Are we
bleeding
gonna
the
join
whole
him?
show.
Well, so you're having your nosebleed from huffing paint. Alec has his nosebleed from
It
when he
hasn't
threw him
stopped
against
bleeding.
the wall.
Yeah.
Colin has his nosebleed. Like what? How many Cheetos did you fit up there?
I've been ravenously clawing at my nose for the past 26 hours trying to get those Cheetos out.
Okay, yeah.
That's why
And-
we're blood brothers.
We've been mixing our
All
nose
of our
blood in a
bloods.
pool and then shooting it back up our nose.
I feel sick.
I feel high, to be honest.
Yeah.
How that's
I
possible?
feel good.
I just like to keep my nose bleeding so that I can have fake dramatic moments. Like I'll cough
Yeah,
into
and then-
a tissue and look at it and be like,
Yes.
It's back.
You guys, it brings us to the end of the show. Do you guys have any shows coming up you want to promote?
I have a show next, actually.
Seizing those airwaves.
I don't have a comedy show, but I have a DJ set up next. I seize the airwaves.
Awesome.
So hey, stay tuned if you want to see from me.
I'd like to put out there that this Friday at Go Bar there's Johnny Louis Vuitton John.
Oh my gosh, you really botched that. Is he even at Go Bar on Friday? He's not.
Johnny says no.
Johnny
Johnny is not going to be at Go Bar on Friday. Isn't the WOG Valentine's Day dance on Friday?
Yes,
that's what it is. And Johnny is not a part of that. DJ Mahogany is. And you can never miss DJ Mahogany. Maybe DJ Mahogany will let Johnny come up and play a song, and they'll make out a little bit. I
really hope that happens.
Make sure you're wearing your Stipe stripes.
Yes, he might be there. He often sits in a corner and lords over us.
He owns it.
That's
as
him
he
in the
owns
corner.
every other
That's
building.
him in the spotlight.
Yeah.
I think he counts Go Bar as one of his houses, which, okay, but it's a little...
Nathan, curb the hate, all right?
All right,
Yeah,
sorry.
if he hears this, he's going to...
I don't care. I don't work for this place anymore.
You live in Athens, don't you?
Yeah, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting away from that guy. That's the whole reason I'm leaving.
You gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
And
Get
for
away from Michael.
podcast listeners, just wish that you heard Nathan's set. So
Yeah.
that's what you can do. Before we end the show, guys, we had a lot of fun here tonight. But what did we learn, Colin?
Vince McMahon is at the same time everything I wished he was and everything I feared him to be.
Nathan?
I learned that you gotta respect your elders. I came in here a hater, but I'm leaving a lover of Michael Stipe, I think. You guys have turned the tide on me.
Thanks,
that was quick. Awesome.
Yeah, things change.
I'm glad you made that change, Nathan. What about you, Alec? What'd you learn?
McMahon is scary.
Well, we learned that McMahon is terrifying, but you should respect him because he's your elder. And I learned that if you mix a bunch of nose blood into a pool and then sniff it back up, you can have the best buzz of your life. So take that to heart from us at Comedic Conversations, and that brings us to the end of today's episode. Thank you to Alec and Nathan for being on the show.
Bye.
Colin, you're going to popicize it?
Not tonight.
Okay.
Joel and I might be popicizing it later, so you know, hashtag popicize it. Also, make sure you check out Comedic Conversations. We're on Tinder.
We'll be soon.
We are on
Go.
Tinder
Swipe
as
right.
the cutest boys in town. We're on Tumblr. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook.
And
We're
now we're on YouTube.
We're on YouTube. So you can check us out. Comedic Conversations is the YouTube channel. The episodes will be going up there, as well as any other doodads or doohickeys.
And if you subscribe to us on all of those, you get a free social media network.
shout out to Pimp Pirate. I'm sure he's going to do it. 5 out of 5 stars. Pimp Pirate, you're 6 out of 5 stars in my book.
Anyway, it's the end of the show.
Good luck, Jon Stewart.
Good luck, Jon Stewart.
Yeah, we know it'll be hard to do whatever it is you want to do.
Until next time, please call your dad, and y'all have a good one.
Have a good one.